Hey guys, welcome back to Escapade. If you need catching up, we're currently on a bit of a motoring stretch, heading south down the Intracoastal Waterway along the east coast of Florida. We're making our way down to Palm Beach area where we'll spend Christmas and begin a much needed semi-refit on our Genu Sun Odyssey 40 Escapade. There's a long list of jobs to get through before we leave North America. Rigging, teak decking, interior floors and cabinetry, just to name a few. Then we'll sail down to South America, haul the boat for some overdue hull work, transit the Panama Canal and start our biggest adventure yet, crossing the Pacific Ocean all the way to Asia. We've crossed the Atlantic before and that was no small undertaking, but the Pacific is on a different scale. The distances are longer, the stops are more remote, and once you leave, there are far few places to pull in and fix something you should have done earlier. So this next stretch isn't really about traveling. It's about making sure Escapade is ready to look after us in some pretty isolated parts of the world. So if you're not subscribed already, now's probably a good time. You won't want to miss what's coming this year.
Please take care that you don't end up with a cement heart. Take care that you don't end up with a cement heart. Oh my, everything goes by. Toss it on the fire, lest it weighs you down. How the real seems to tease out our weakest point. Why be our open eyes when we realize we are weightless now? Well, without...
Guys, I think we might have just hit a manatee. We're going quite slow because we're in the canal where we're going through this bridge. But yeah, I heard a big thump when I was just doing the toast, and then we saw like heaps of manatees popping up all of a sudden, so we're really hoping it's okay.
Hopefully it was just like you just hit our side of our boat.
It was a big thump, like it like went like we went like this.
Yeah.
They're still popping up over there.
There's some in front of us too.
Yeah.
It's got this
don't end up with a cement heart.
The sun's coming out, how sweet it is. Look at me looking up, gonna have me a good one. I swear I am.
bloody beautiful.
She's a little windy out here. Jason said we had 30 knots while I was down there warming up lunch. So perfect suit weather.
22 right now.
I'm not satisfied though, and I never am.
Alright, not sure if this is going to be a silly idea, but it's pretty crappy out there today. Pretty windy and whatever. So I'm going to attempt to waterproof our cushions inside the boat. So I just popped a towel down on the table and I've got a little roller and we'll give it a go. Normally you put this in a spray bottle and use it, but if you're doing large areas, ChatGPT, who knows if he's right, says that you can roll it on to make it easier. So obviously just trying to do like a thin coat of it. So I really hope that our rollers aren't too fluffy, but we'll give it a go, I guess.
He's telling me things I've never heard. Holds me where it hurts. I finally found me a good one.
Okay, these are clearly still slightly waterproof because it kind of like rolls off the fabric.
Thought we were taking shape till it all falls down around me till I'm all worn out. And standing big and tall until I'm not anymore. Pulling up on my push.
I think I figured out I should have got foam rollers. Didn't think about it when I was ordering it. And so this is like not the greatest thing for like pure liquid products. It's probably more for like actual paint. So that's why it's proving a bit difficult. Anyway, in some areas I'm kind of just using it and wiping it across. So it doesn't use so much and takes so long to get in there. This cushion didn't come out so well from me cleaning it. A bit disappointing, but anyway, I don't want to keep bleaching it. All the cushions have been waterproofed and I've just had them laying out drying. They feel weird. This one actually feels alright. This one feels a bit weird. Oh no, I think it's drying now. It looks so grubby in camera still. Word of advice, never get flat fabric. Never get flat coloured fabric unless it's dark. Looks a lot better back here, however, this was never as bad in the first place.
What do you feel like this morning? Your favourite food for a big day?
Good morning. We're up again and we're ready to motor for another day. See how far we get.
Hey, we might be having a sail today.
Really?
Yeah.
We've just done a full day motoring yesterday. Almost a full day of motoring the day before. So yeah, we're feeling a little tired, but we're eager to get there.
We'll smash through it today and it'll be our last big motor for a little while.
Yeah, for sure. And then we'll be either in Jupiter this afternoon or we'll be pretty close and we'll only have to do, you know, half a day or something tomorrow. But first, coffee.
Yeah.
Does everyone like my new print that Jason put on the wall for me? I thought it was quite cool because it looks nice, but it's functional. It's got all the recipes for the cocktails.
Maybe we have one of those this morning.
Oh, there's a Bloody Mary on there.
You know how to make one of those?
Well, I do now.
Yep.
One of my favourite things about going down the ICW is that there's no swell, and so we can kind of just pick up anchor and get going, and then I can just like sort the boat out, make breakfast, like do the dishes, do whatever I need to do while Jason's out there on the move already. So you don't have to really waste any time doing anything.
Okay, we are on the move. We left it just after 7 o'clock. It's a pretty miserable looking day so far. It's very grey and overcast. We've got about 14 knots of wind and it's on about, it's quite tight.
45.
Yeah, 45 degrees, but we're thinking of maybe chucking the head sail out to boost us a little bit. We really want to keep our boat speed over 6 knots for the entire day so that we can make it all the way to Peck Lake, which is just a tiny bit south of Stewart before you get to Jupiter. But yeah, we'll see how far we get today.
I'll let you know. Just go slow. You're passing the red line. Slow, slow, slow. A little bit more.
You want me to stop or
That's it, lock that off.
pull down to a bit more? I realise. Hey, 7 knots. Whoa. Okay, 19 knots of wind. 20. 7.3, 7.4. Woohoo! Hey! Hey, buddy! Woo! What's going?
No way. Now, mate.
He's trying. I think we're going too quick. Oh my gosh, I've never been so close. I just, I don't know, looked under the table at Nala just to check on her, and then I noticed she opened her eyes to look at me, and all of a sudden one eye was like, she wasn't opening it, and it looked like a little bit gunky or watery, and then she tried to clean her eye kind of thing, and yeah, she's got an irritated eye. Looks like it might be getting a bit swollen as well. Not sure what's going on there. It kind of came on quickly. She was fine this morning when she woke up, because I was quite worried that maybe I'd flicked some of that waterproofing liquid somehow in her eye because she kept hanging around. But the fact that she didn't wake up or wasn't like suddenly irritated yesterday points towards it not being that. So yeah, I don't know if she's getting like conjunctivitis somehow, or she's got like a scratch or something in her eye, but it's like one of those things where you don't want to leave it. We're going to stop in at Vero Beach, and I've called the vet and we've got it in a few hours time at 1:30. So yeah, I guess we'll stop there. We'll see how long this takes, and then if she's okay and we've still got a few hours, maybe we'll just go like a few hours further south. So we won't get as far south today, but our little kitty matters more than anything. So hopefully she's okay. Yeah, first vet visit for one of the girls for actually being sick, and not just because we have to do it for like import purposes. So yeah. Well, I mean, since they were kittens, I mean, rescued them. The reason why we took Nyla in the first place when she was a tiny kitten was because her eyes were all infected and she had some kind of viral thing that can make them blind. So yeah, she's probably more prone to stuff like this as well. So that's why we also want to get her in quickly. You okay, Papa? Your eye's sore, darling. My little precious girl. So it's this eye here that she's squinting closed. So even when she opens this one's just squinting. It's funny how things like this put the bigger plans into perspective. Out there's no quick trip to a doctor or a vet. It's just us and whatever we've brought with us. All right, time for some fuel.
Yeah, buddy.
We've just had these coolant and oil bottles sitting here for the last week or two, and Jason just thought about asking these guys. They definitely get rid of oil, but he's just finding out about coolant, so that'll be good if they do. $2 a gallon, so we'll probably end up paying 10, 12 bucks. I know. Oh, darling. She's not too happy about being locked in. Still got little Nala around here. She's clearly not feeling well because she hasn't even tried to jump on the dock, and her eye looks like it's getting worse. So I'm glad we called. You wanna go in? Should we give you some biggies? We're here, darling.
Oh.
We're here. We're here because we've got to take your sissy to the vet. Oh, Nala girl.
Oh yeah, you put your head down. What are you doing? Are you comfy there?
Little update. We took Nyla to the vet. Turns out she's got a big scratch up her eye, up and down, like a vertical scratch. Yeah, we suspect maybe Lulu might have swiped her in the eye, but we don't really know. Her eye was quite swollen when they pulled it open, like the socket. She's got to have a cone on her head for the next 5 to 7 days, and some antibiotic eye drops that we have to do 3 times a day, and some pain medication as well, some gabapentin. Ended up being $170 US. So little hit to the wallet, but I'm glad that we just at least know what it is and we can get it sorted, and hopefully she's on the mend now. Her eye already seems better just with whatever they've given her for now, so which I assume is just the same as what they've given us. So obviously we didn't get as far as we would have liked today. I think we're going to get down to Fort Pierce and then we can go the rest of the way tomorrow, and then yeah, have a nice rest day on Sunday because basically nothing will be open anyway, and then Monday we'll be taking our floor panels in to make some new ones, but more about that later. One thing I did while we were waiting to take Nala to the vet was I waterproofed the section where the flexible solar panels sit. I thought I'd just get that done so it could dry and we can get our solar panels back up, because obviously we're losing 400 watts of solar right now by not having them plugged in. If I could give you a couple of words of advice if you're looking at doing canvas work, if you're going to go a light colour, do not pick a flat colour. It's probably one of the biggest mistakes we made. Because it's such a flat light colour, it just shows every mark. and even though we've bleached the cushions, there's still marks that just won't go away out of it, so they're permanently damaged, I guess. Obviously you guys probably won't make this mistake because you'll just be going to proper canvas person and not buying all the stuff yourself, but make sure it's very important that everything you get is rated for marine environments and strong UV, especially if you're going to be in the tropics, because we kind of made a few mistakes ourselves. We got non-UV webbing and that disintegrated really quickly. We got non-UV thread, even though that wasn't our fault. We actually asked for marine grade thread and we just found out they didn't give that to us. And then another thing is the clears, which kind of wasn't really our fault either. They didn't have the stock of the crystal clear vinyl, so we went with whatever they had there. We had no other choice really, and we were taking it to Tunisia and we didn't know if they'd have any product, so we just had to take what we could get. But yeah, very important. If you don't want to have to redo your canvas or like fix it, you know, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, definitely worth it to just find the right products.
It feels good to be heading south again. Christmas is only a few days away, and not long ago we honestly had no idea where we'd be spending it.
All the honking in the morning, so we took the A train.
We just got here and then realised that this bridge is every half an hour, 2 minutes late. Anyway, we called him and he said the next bridge opening is at 6 p.m. It's just after 5:30 now, and then we gave him the details and he was nice enough to open it now for us, which is great. Yay! We can get to our anchorage before it gets dark.
When love gets so damn simple.
Thank you very much. We much appreciate that. Merry Christmas.
Christmas always feels a little emotional when you're not with family. It's one of the downsides of choosing to travel and being so far away at the moment. But hopefully next year will be a little different. We'll be in Asia, a lot closer to Australia, and maybe able to celebrate a bit more with those we miss.
In the times, trying to go to Mars, and we don't know.
Motoring since 7 a.m. this morning, haven't really filmed a whole lot, but we are heading through Jupiter area at the moment, and it's quite beautiful heading through here. It is quite narrow and a bit sketchy, and obviously a lot more motorboat kind of action happening, so a lot more wake. However, just cruising past all the nice houses and boats and hotels and all of that, it's really cool. We have quite a few bridges to head through in the next couple of hours that open at specific times rather than on request. So we're trying to time them as best as we can, but we're kind of just getting there a little bit late, which means we won't make it to the next one probably in time unless we can speed it up a bit, but that's all right. It is what it is. So yeah, a few more hours to go and we will be in North Palm Beach, which is very exciting. This is the furthest south we've gone now too, so definitely getting to a bit more of a busy area with boats and stuff, and places that are a little bit harder, you know, to land the dinghy and like to find anchorages and stuff. So hopefully it's not a pain in the bum, but a bit of excitement happening from now on. We have one more bridge to go underneath, which can be a little sketchy apparently with the height, depending on the tide and everything. But yeah, it's a little bit chaotic here. We've definitely gotten to the land of motorboat wake craziness. Like, I feel like we're almost in the Venice Canal again with all the boats flying past.
I think it's worse here because at least in the Venice Canal, they're not going as fast.
Yeah, for sure. But that was more narrow too. Yeah, it is quite chaotic. There you go, as you can see, all the boats going past. But yeah, it's quite cool to come in here, something different. It reminds us a lot of home, where we're from on the Gold Coast. Lots of high rises, and yeah, I'm excited to check it out.
Alright, there's a lot going on around here. Boats everywhere, confusing channel markers, anchorages, mooring fields. It's all happening. Sandbars over there.
Even though sailing into places like the Venice Canals or Palm Beach can be a little chaotic and stressful, it's also really cool to see the buzz. We enjoy the atmosphere, watching people out and about, and it feels like each place has its own little culture happening right in front of you. It already feels like this might be the perfect spot to spend Christmas. Just us and the kiddies soaking it all in.
The swell is doing some crazy shit just
You don't want to
here.
get sucked into that.
It's like, yeah, literally like a whirlpool, isn't it? The entryway out to the ocean is just around the corner there, so the kite will definitely be doing some weird stuff around here. We just went through like quite a chaotic area that was really narrow and quite sketchy, but feels a lot nicer and more flat down here because it's a lot more open. We've got some stunning mansions along the water here, but yeah, we're quite far away from over there somewhere, and I have no idea where we're going to take the dinghy, so we're going to have to figure that out and go for a little explore, because there's like all industrial area around here as well, so it's going to be interesting. We need to take all of our floor panels in the dinghy to somewhere to get it on land. Okay, we're here. That was pretty chaotic at the end there.
Yeah, I'd rather the stress at the start and the relaxation at the end.
Yeah, that was pretty full on.
But it's the opposite.
I'm definitely glad to have dropped anchor. There's so many boats in this anchorage, it's insane. Like most of them are mooring buoys. Yeah, this area just like, I was excited, but now I'm like, oh, it's quite stressful around here, to be honest. Just knowing that like, it's gonna be almost impossible to try and find somewhere to drop the dinghy as well. Not really ideal.
Yeah, it's supposed we have to pay $15 everywhere for the day. Is it a day?
No, $15 at that place. Everywhere else is more expensive.
Oh,
Some
really?
places are $30 for the day.
Oh, wow. We need to make mates with someone that owns a house on the water.
Oh no.
Well, it was time to see what Palm Beach has to offer. We found this burger place with insane reviews, so decided that was dinner for tonight. Anyway, we'll catch you next week as we get stuck into replacing our interior floors. We know the recent episodes have been a little more chill, but we want to thank you for sticking around. Even though we don't respond to every comment, we do read them all, so don't be shy, drop by and say hey. And a special thanks to our patrons for your ongoing support. You guys know who you are. Much love.